We are back. Double A betting. Andrew and Aidan back at it again with the
Hell yeah,
picks,
episode 4.
lines. Yep. Made it about almost a month now. Almost there. One more week, probably.
Yep.
Yep.
We're staying
One more week.
strong.
Yep. Oh, and just to announce, next week we got a guest coming on. So stay tuned for
Yes.
that.
It's gonna be exciting.
That's one way to
Change of pace for
describe
the
it.
podcast. That's
What's
for
up?
sure. That's gonna be a change of pace for the podcast, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. You okay, next week you definitely want to tune on. You want to be there for that. But anyway. Going back to last week, how did we do last week overall?
Last week overall, it was a pretty good week, especially for me. I made up some ground on you on our overall season leaderboard. I had 6 out of 7 picks. If it wasn't for those Twinkies in Minnesota who let me down on Sunday, uh, I would
I
have had a
told you,
perfect week for my picks.
I told you, the Twins are like freaking like broken Target products, bro. They get shipped to you and then they break. That's
They
what they
do.
are. It's so injury prone. I called it. I was talking to you this past week. Another Twins player is gonna go on the IL within 1 week. Guess who it is? No, ladies and
Byron
gentlemen,
Buxton,
it's gonna be a surprise.
Fragile.
Byron Buxton, freaking Walmart glass, bro.
He's like the leg lamp from A Christmas Story, man. Fragile on the box.
Facts, man. Yeah, but hey, man, my Sox coming back for 4.5 games out.
Oh yeah. Actually, I was looking at our season picks and coming into today. So before today, you were 28 out of 42 if you take into account like our hits, home runs, our picks. So
Yeah,
67%. And I was 24 for 39, 62%. So we're pretty close in our standings there. We're keeping track all year long to see who's going to win.
okay. And is there a prize for who wins at the end of the year?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Bro, I am so down. Okay, how about this? If I win, you gotta buy me a. Oh, there goes my lamp.
Technical difficulties here.
Yeah, but anyway, if I win, you gotta buy me a Lourdes Gurriel jersey.
Oh, if
If
I
you win,
win, you got
I'll buy you
a
whoever
Shohei
jersey you
Ohtani
want.
jersey wherever he signs next year.
Okay, sounds good. Let's shake on it.
Oh, okay. It's a heck of a wager there. It's like $150 wager.
You heard the deal. Actually, wait, no, hold on. Change plans. Buy me a buy me a Corbin Carroll jersey.
Okay,
Right
CC.
right now, my Gurriel jersey is kind of on the way here, so yeah,
Ah, yes,
can never add on to the collection. But
definitely.
anyway, this week so far, we started picking today because we skipped yesterday. That's right, I forgot about that. Busy
Yeah, we
week.
could just briefly talk about today's games if you want.
Yeah, let's go through it, man. What should we start with first? I think it's kind of obvious what you want to start with, but
Yeah, I picked the Astros to win today, Astros money line. I saw Hunter Brown, who's basically Justin Verlander's clone out there, pitching exactly like him. He's had a really good start to the season. I was like, he's going up against the Blue Jays and Kevin Gausman. I know
Kevin
Gausman's really
Gosman.
good, but I was like, maybe the Astros can sneak one out. That offense has been getting really hot lately. Yordan's back and, Altuve. But man, Kevin Gosselin, no walks, 13 strikeouts, tied with Spencer Strider now, the strikeouts leader in Major League Baseball. He's been nasty. So the Blue Jays ended up winning. And then I picked Ian Happ to get a hit, and so far he's hitless right now through 5 innings in Anaheim.
I saw that pick you made, man, yesterday. That Astros money line. I was kind of like, whoa,
It's one of
that's
those
a,
picks where it's like, you're betting against a good pitcher, but Hunter Brown's a good pitcher in his own right, so anything could happen in baseball.
yep, that is completely true because my for sure pick today, the Dodgers money line. I don't want to talk about it, but all I'm
Hey, I'm
gonna
wearing
say
the
is
Reds,
that
baby. Go Reds. Elly De
all I'm
La
gonna say is
Cruz.
that all I'm gonna say is that the Dodgers need a closer, man. After the Jansen, after Kenley Jansen left them, they need some.
Well, I was
They need
watching
some
the
help.
game and the the way Dave Roberts uses his bullpen is Evan Phillips is their best reliever. He is their closer per se, but he used him in the eighth inning because there was
Uh,
McLean, India, and De La Cruz batting, so he used it in the heart of the order.
yeah,
But other than that, they don't have, Gratterall has been good this year, but he hasn't missed a lot of bats. His strikeout rate's kind of low for a late inning reliever, so they do need another wipeout guy to go along with Evan Phillips.
yeah, but see, like every time that like I've watched the Dodgers play this year, Roberts has put in Ferguson in that closing every game
Yeah,
I've seen the LA Dodgers playing. Like I'm
Ferguson's
like
used as a late inning guy too.
like Ferguson isn't a polished closer. Well, I'm like, he's not a closer at all, in my opinion. Like,
No, he's more like a
should be
matchup
used
type
in
of
middle
guy.
relief, like middle relief, long relief kind of guy. He is not a closer. LA, if you want to compete with my Diamondbacks, you need to trade for a closer come to trade deadline because we are trading for bullpen help this deadline. I already
Hey, I
know.
think there's a guy in the south side of Chicago that used to play for the Dodgers that could really help him out by the name of Joe Kelly.
Yes, sir, man. If fucking Luis Robert didn't play like a bum on that one play, the
Yeah,
White Sox would have probably had a no hitter if it weren't for Josh Donaldson's home run at the end there in the ninth.
Donaldson, a White Sox killer. He
Bro,
kills the White Sox.
I absolutely hate Donaldson as a human being and just a general baseball player. He is so annoying
I
and
might be
racist.
the
So
I might be the only White Sox fan that likes Josh Donaldson.
no, he's a racist. He's a racist piece of human man. Anyway, if you're calling Tim Anderson Jackie, you cannot be playing in the MLB. That's just taking it too far. But anyway, going back to the lines, what do we got for the hits? Oh, you had half today. Guess who I
Yes,
had? Luis Money
Mr.
Arias.
401, 401 batting average
Yes,
now after today's two hits.
putting up some insane putting up some insane numbers, man. That guy is just a contact machine, and like he does not miss a bat. He does not miss a barrel ever.
I was
And
looking at his baseball savant page, and it's crazy because he doesn't hit the ball hard at all. He
yeah, no,
chases
it's
pitches
just
out of the zone. He doesn't draw walks, but he just doesn't
he
swing
put
and miss.
he puts it in the perfect place too.
His bat to
just
ball
like
skills
the way he
are
puts it in
elite.
play. Yeah,
Tony
man.
Gwynn, the modern day Tony Gwynn.
Yes, exactly. And he and yep, today Luis Arias was my pick. Thank you, Luis. You got me that win today after like all three. Well, uh, after 3 out of the 4 of our picks did not hit. So, Luis saved me today. Yes,
Yes, sir.
I am so thankful for you, Luis. But do not hurt us Friday or this weekend at all.
We'll see about that, man. He might run up like 10 hits against the White Sox.
Yeah.
Knowing the
Uh,
White Sox luck this year.
I mean, who knows if freaking what's name is pitching Lanceland, then maybe. But if it's anybody else, then probably not. But anyway, let's go to Wednesday. What do we got?
For Wednesday, I'm going with the Seattle Mariners money line. The great George Kirby against Michael Wacha. So it's a really good pitching matchup, which is surprising because Michael Wacha coming into the year, I was so down on Michael Wacha. The White Sox were looking to get a fifth starter. They ended up going with Clevenger over Wacha, and I was like, no way, don't even go near Wacha. And what did he do? He won the NL Pitcher of the Month in May, which is crazy to me. I mean, I was looking at his baseball savant page. He has limited hard contact, but he's not really like a swing and miss type guy. He doesn't have nasty stuff. I think he's kind of been a little like lucky so far this year. But he's going against George Kirby. And the reason why I picked the Mariners to win tomorrow is because of George Kirby. His walk rate is 2.1%. He's walked just 6 batters in 71 innings this year. It's incredible. And he's got elite stuff. He's just amazing.
I'll tell you what, man. I think it was 22 last year. I think I first watched Kirby in I think that what was that like that like freaking what was that series? It was against the White Sox at Guaranteed Rate in 2022. In that 3-2 game um the White Sox won with the Luis Robert go ahead home run. But
Yeah.
man, like dude, Kirby looked so good that game. I was like, this man is gonna be a star in the future. When I
Yeah,
like saw him pitching for the first time ever in that game, I was like, man, this guy's gonna be good. And yep,
he's the makings of a future Cy Young Award winner. Just because he doesn't walk guys, he's got great stuff. I mean, it's just he doesn't put guys on base, and in the era of the home run, if you're not giving up free passes, he's going to be giving up when he does get hit hard. It's going to be a lot of solo shots, which is totally okay to give up.
yeah, man, for sure. But anyway, tomorrow, uh, I think I might have picked the hottest team in baseball to win tomorrow, the Texas Rangers. Man, under Rangers, good. I'm not gonna lie, as a Sox fan, as a Sox fan, if you're gonna hire a old ass manager in 2021, hire Bruce Bochy. Don't hire Tony La Russa. That was like when I was like, bro, should have gotten Bochy in 2021. You had the chance to this year, but I mean, like honestly, like I don't hate Pedro, but like I think that Bochy's a good manager though overall, and I really liked him. And tomorrow they're facing the Cardinals and Jack Flattery, and I think the Rangers are gonna feast on that matchup. I just think that like Nathaniel Lowe, Travis Janikowski, who else am I? Oh, and Corey Seager.
You
All three of those big time lefties are gonna rake. I think
you didn't
against
even
Jack.
mention you didn't even mention former White Sox Marcus Semien, who has a 25 game hitting streak right now. Incredible.
Wow, yeah, man. He has been good, and he has been one of the worst trades in White Sox history, along with Fernando Tatis.
We
But
got him for Jeff Samardzija. Oh no. He was
uh,
a disaster. I remember when Samardzija pitched for the White Sox, it felt like it was 3-0 after the first inning every single game he pitched. It was
yeah,
like he would just give up a 3-run homer
Cubs
every
fans,
first
why
inning.
did you do it to us? Why did you wash them up on the freaking north side, man?
For
God.
real.
But
Oh
anyway,
man.
our picks to hit tomorrow. For me, I'm taking one guy that has been really underrated and hot this whole week, Rafael Devers, Boston Red Sox. Man, I love Raphael. I love that like he is so frick dude. He is so loyal to his fan base and his team, man. Re-signed with the Red Sox after like all that contract played after like pretty much all that contract like after all that contract bullshit he like went through in like the past year and like man he is gonna be in Boston for a long time. He's gonna be raking at Fenway for a long time. Great hitters park if you are a left-handed batter. And oh my god, I am sorry. I am sorry to Cleveland's pitcher tomorrow, BB, but I think tomorrow is gonna be your worst start of the year. And I think
Definitely would help the
Rafael,
White Sox.
what was that?
It definitely would help the White Sox, that's for sure.
Yes, it would. As Cleveland and the Twins and the Royals and Tigers all lost today, we had one other successful AL Central day today, along with like maybe a few days ago. But we need more days like these with like the like White Sox schedule coming up and yeah, man. But anyway, Rafael Devers tomorrow at Fenway Park against a right-handed rookie on Cleveland. Expect a pretty big rake job tomorrow.
And I'm gonna go with reigning National League MVP, Bryce Harper, who's been electric since returning. I mean, he's hitting the ball hard. He's
Not
healthy. The elbow is fine. He is going up against rookie right-handed pitcher for the Tigers, Reese Olson, who's more of like a depth option for them. Uh, Harper he's been red hot, and he's
I'll
gonna get a hit
I'll tell you
tomorrow.
one I'll tell you one thing, man. Whenever I place a bet that includes Bryce Harper on FanDuel, it does not pan out. So I'm a little hesitant
All
towards
right, well,
Bryce Harper
hey,
right now
don't place
since
it tomorrow.
oh yeah. I mean
Help me out.
I yeah, for sure, man. Dude, I place our bets like every single day we come up with like um you know on the show onto FanDuel. So I make those bets every day. But yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, though, yeah, Bryce Harper,
Hell
man, I
yeah.
think
All
he's
right,
your
let's get
guy
into Thursday.
for
Who do you got
Thursday.
for Thursday?
I got, don't you know, pump it up. You gotta pump it up. I got
The
my
Diamondbacks.
D-backs money line Thursday, baby, against the I believe it's the Washington Nationals still. If I'm not wrong. Let me check.
Yes, it is.
Double
It's going
check
to
here.
be Muriel Kelly, not exactly an ace for Team USA, but certainly seemingly an ace for the Diamondbacks. Could
Oh
have used it in
yes.
March against Josiah Gray of the
What
Nationals.
okay.
So pretty decent pitching matchup.
First of all, what a great pitching match. That's what I was about to say. But Washington's ballpark is pretty you know, it's pretty contact friendly. It's pretty contact friendly, base running friendly, and the Diamondbacks are so electric on the freaking base pass, man. And
Oh
I
yeah,
think like that,
it's their whole
tomorrow
offense.
I think that tomorrow, they're just gonna take advantage of that. Run on the Washington Nationals all day. Kybert Ruiz, I'm sorry that you have to go through that this whole week, but hey man, every catcher has to, every catcher has to face them this year now. So Kybert, it's your
Yes.
turn. But anyway, Washington, or no, my bad. Um, Arizona, Arizona money line tomorrow against Washington. Do not take that Washington money line. I believe in Merrill Kelly, unlike you, and I think that I think that the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to sign into a big extension in the coming season or two.
Yeah. All right. For me, I'm actually going against the team that I'm wearing the hat for, and we'll get to why I'm wearing the hat a little bit later. I'm going with the
Carolina.
Dodgers run line at the Cincinnati Reds on Thursday afternoon. Actually, Thursday morning, 11 or Thursday local time in Cincinnati. But it's going to be Clayton Kershaw, the great southpaw, who's vintage Kershaw, by the way. He's been striking guys out. He's went 6 innings or more in 8 out of the 12 starts he's made this year. He's been very good. And
He
he's
is
going to
all. He's also going up against a very struggling Graham
Yeah, I
Ashcraft.
was gonna say Graham Ashcraft was like a big pick around baseball Twitter this year. I've seen a lot of people picking him to break out. Very popular on Twitter, and he's just been bad to say the least. He just has been getting hit around. He doesn't really get swing and misses. He's been bad. No other way to put it. And that's why
We
actually I'm going to stick with all Dodgers on Thursday. I'm going with the Dodgers run line, and then I'm going to take a Dodger hitter. Very underrated player. He's revamped his swing. He looks like the old, young Atlanta Braves right field stud that he used to be. Jason Heyward. I'm taking him to get a hit against Graham Ashcraft. And I'm also going to take him to get a home run as well. Obviously, that ballpark is a bandbox, Great American Small
Oh,
Park, like they love to call it.
one of the best hitter friendly ballparks in all baseball.
Oh yes,
Other than a guaranteed Coors, Fenway, and the Bronx Stadium. But
definitely, yeah, definitely in the top five, no doubt about it. Hayward, though, I mean, his exit velocity, his max exit velocity is 85th percentile. He's crushing the ball this year. His hard hit rate is 75th percentile. He's just mashing the lefty righty matchup. He doesn't face lefties whatsoever. So he crushes righties. He's hitting the ball hard. He looks way more comfortable in the box. I'm picking him to get a hit and to go yard in
what did it
Cincinnati
take?
on Thursday.
What did it take, man? Just leaving the Cubs is all it takes, man.
Hey, to go to the best organization in the game in LA.
Anyway, no, you can what's it called? You can pretty much say that about every pitcher on the Cincinnati Reds pitching staff, except for Hunter Green and Alexis Diaz. That everybody needs work on that team.
Yeah, even
In the
Lodolo,
pitching department. But for me on Thursday, I got one of the breakout stars this year who is breaking out, unlike Graham Ashcraft. I got Wander Franco against, I believe it's the Minnesota Twins. Yes, it is. The Minnesota Twinkies. Prepare prepare to have yourself a terrible 6 days. But anyway, though, Wander Franco, I believe, is just he is that dog, and Tampa Bay got a stud, but unfortunately, I cannot see him playing there for very long. But while he is there, while he's raking, man, Wander Franco Thursday against I believe that pitching matchup is
Bailey Ober,
against Bailey
the
Ober. Yep.
tall, tall mountain of a man.
Yeah, but man, Wander Franco just mashes baseballs, especially against right-handed pitching. So I am gonna go Wander Franco for my hit Thursday against the
What's
Twins.
interesting about Franco is we both took him to get a hit last week, different days, and he didn't play both of those days. So hopefully he
Oh
actually plays on Thursday for
shit, dude, and
once.
fuck. Thursday
All
might be
right.
a rest day too, maybe.
Let's talk about Friday. We'll have you start on Friday.
Okay, yes, I do want to start Friday because Friday we will be at the G spot for this, and I wanna announce my mom, Eloy Jimenez. Hi, mom,
Oh,
back
yes.
at it again. He is man. I could just like feel one coming at guaranteed rate this weekend. I don't know what day, but I'm picking Friday just because I like to think I
You bring the
give
positive energy to the White
I give
Sox. You bring
positive
the
energy
voodoo.
to the Sox. But anyway, though, Eloy going yard Friday at G Spot. Um, I'm not sure who's pitching that day for Miami yet, but
Yuri Perez,
yeah, that's
the
right.
young
Yeah,
righty.
they did come up with the matchups earlier. I
Hey,
forgot that
he leaves a
Scott Murphy tweeted
fastball
it out.
down in the zone. Boom.
Yep. Yeah. You know, Yuri Perez has been good this year, but I don't think he has played in as I don't think he's played in I don't think he's played in as hitter friendly of a park yet
I
as
mean, Marlins Park
guaranteed rate
certainly is
would.
a pitcher-friendly park, his home
Yes.
park. So,
Yeah. But anyway, that's my home run pick Friday. But let me get back to my actual pick Friday. Friday, I am taking the Angels money on Friday. Just because, man, Friday is when Shohei Ohtani likes to break out during the week, I feel like. Whether it's on Apple TV or whether it isn't, man, he's always breaking out. And he's also pitching that day against Luis Castillo. Um the Mariners really struggle at the plate, and they are gonna be going into LA for that game. And you know, I just expect Trout, I just expect Trout, Otani to be hyped to be at home this whole week. And I just think that the whole series sets up as a trap series for Seattle. So I got the Angels money line Friday.
nice. Go through your hit selection as well, and then we'll finish off with my pick for Friday, just because it's interesting.
All right, bet. And for my hitting selection, we are going to actually one of the top 10 hitter friendly parks in all of baseball, the PNC, where I got Brian Reynolds getting a hit Friday against the New York Mets. Brian Reynolds, man, kudos to him for getting that extension with the Pirates. I know the Pirates and him wanted to both get the extension done, and they did. I think that person, Reynolds is Reynolds is happier now. He's been just absolutely raking this year ever since
Yeah,
that
you can just
contract
focus on
extension happened.
playing and
And,
producing.
yeah, and right now that Mets pitching staff hasn't been what we all envisioned it to be. I'm sorry for you, but I'm kind of not. But anyway, I expect Brian Reynolds to be raking at PNC all night long on Friday.
All right, I'll get into my picks. My hit pick for Friday is Sean Murphy of the Atlanta Braves, the backstop. Man, has he been electric this year. He has just been such a good all-around player, probably a top three player so far in the National League this year. He has been crushing lefties. The probable starter for the Nationals is going to be Mackenzie Gore. And Murphy this year has an OPS over 1,000 against left-handed pitching. He's been phenomenal. He's been batting third for the Braves, so he's going to get a lot of chances at the top of that order behind Acuna, behind Olson. And then, so the most interesting selection, because we're going to the game On the south side of Chicago on Friday, Marlins at the White Sox. I'm actually picking against our hometown White Sox. I'm going with the
Boo!
Marlins money line.
Boo!
I
I'm gonna be
I
boo I'm gonna be booing you at the game all Friday now, bro.
I just don't believe in this White Sox team. I really don't. I don't believe in Dylan Cease. He's been getting hit so hard this year. Luis Ariz is going to be a pest. You throw a fastball to Jorge Soler, he runs into one. You don't know. It doesn't look like Jazz Chisholm, unfortunately, is going to be returning on Friday now. But Yuri Perez is pitching. I really like Perez. He's got an 83% whiff rate. His fastball velocity is in the 94th percentile, averages at 97.4 miles per hour. So he throws the ball really hard. He's getting strikeouts. The White Sox strike out a lot. It's a good matchup for Perez.
A good
Um,
matchup for a burger
the
bomb.
Marlins, if they could, Cease has been getting hit hard this year. He gives up a lot of walks with Luis Ariz too, who's going to be probably going to be on base at least a couple of times. I'm going with the Marlins to win.
Hey man, I just hope you know if the White Sox win that game, I'm gonna be giving you shit all night after at the bar.
It's not going to happen.
Yes, it is, and we are gonna be playing pumping it up. Literally, I'm gonna be pumping it up after the game. But anyway, um,
All right, into
Saturday,
Saturday.
Saturday, big day and well, actually a big weekend of baseball, some good matchups. But
Yes.
Saturday, I got one of the better matchups with my picks. Saturday, I have the um it's not
Wow, the
uh
Royals are a good matchup, huh? Since when? What is it, the 1980s with George
maybe
Brett?
man hey man it might be like 2014 again, who knows, but hey man, Salvador Perez is still on the team. They're
Pitcher.
still pretty dangerous whenever Salvador Perez is in that lineup. But anyway, Saturday I got the Orioles money. The game is going to be at Baltimore, at Camden, one of like the more well, especially since like they moved like they're like moved their fences in recently this year too, and I just think that the Orioles are gonna be raking on whoever that Kansas City pitcher is because nobody has proven to be a Kansas City ace yet. Not even like Brady Singer, who's having an off year when he was a breakout candidate too. But
Yeah.
yeah,
All right, I'm going with what used to be historically the greatest rivalry in maybe not only just baseball, but sports in general, Yankees Red Sox. I wanted to pick that Sunday night baseball matchup because they got that, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball on Sunday, but the pitching matchup, I'm not 100% sure what the Red Sox are going to be doing for that game. So I'm going to go with Saturday where we know what the pitching matchup should be. Domingo Germán for the Yankees, Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. I'm going to go with the Yankees money line. Germán, it's it's debatable how good he is because of that sticky stuff, but I'm going to lean towards him being a pretty good pitcher, that the sticky stuff didn't help him out too much. Um, he's been striking out a lot of guys. He gets chases out of the zone. The Red Sox have cooled off a bit the past couple of weeks. So I'm going now. Aaron Judge now just hit the IL, but Donaldson's back. LeMahieu is still a good hitter. Rizzo. I'm gonna go with the Yankees just to scratch out a win there.
White Sox are sweeping the Yankees by the way. But anyway, though, um, so
That'd be
anyway
a
though,
miracle.
for me on Saturday, Coors Field, man, on Saturday nights, Manny Machado at Coors Saturday. Just pay attention to that. I don't know what the pitch matchup is, but it could be Kyle Freeland, maybe. If not, uh, the
Yes,
Colorado
it should be
pitching
Freeland. Yeah.
the Colorado pitching staff is not overwhelming or not even like good at all. I mean, like you know why. I mean, it's a very big hitter friendly ballpark, and usually the overs over 10 to 12 runs a game. So I expect those San Diego Sluggers to slug all night. And Manny Machado is my pick. And yeah, Jerry, you should have signed that man, but whatever. Moving past it, but
I
anyway.
was I was on the Bryce Harper train over Machado, but I
Yeah,
agree. Either
I
one of those
mean,
two.
yeah, me too. Just because Manny Machado was like less of a hustler. Like like.
Yeah,
But anyway, though, I think Bryce Harper maybe would have. Well, actually, Machado might have been a little cheaper, but um,
yeah. Harper would have
I,
sold more jerseys though, I think, and I
yeah,
don't know. I feel like he's a better clubhouse guy.
yeah, facts. All right, let's
All right.
move on.
For
Let's move on. Let's move on to the recovery day Sunday. Um,
Well, actually, Saturday I didn't give my pick. I'm going with
oh shoot,
Bobby Witt Jr., one of the few bright spots on the Royals. He had a kind of a disappointing rookie season last year, but he's basically turned it around on all facets this year now. Does only have a 687 OPS coming into today, Tuesday, into today's game, but he's got an expected slugging percentage of 514. His expected weighted on base average is 349, so his OPS should be in the 850s. So he's been unlucky. He's hitting the ball really hard. His defense has been way better. The Orioles, it's to be determined right now who their pitcher is going to be. They have an injury. They only got about four guys listed. It could be Grayson Rodriguez. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to go with Witt
um,
Jr., who's been their leadoff hitter. He's been electric. He's so fun to watch. Uh, I'm going with Bobby Witt Jr. to get a hit against the Orioles in Camden Yards.
all right, sounds good. Now let's go to Sunday. For me, I got the San Francisco Giants run on Sunday, run line. Um, against the
Chicago Cubs.
Chicago Cubs in San Fran. The Cubs aren't as power hitting of a team as San Fran, and like the less power you have at that ballpark, the harder it is to play in it. But I just think that San Fran's overall better team than the Cubs are, defensively, offensively, pitching, especially pitching. The Cubs have shown that they have came back down to earth and that they are that and that they are back to that poverty organization that we all thought they were. Like
I think
signed
the
Dansby Swanson.
I think
Uh,
their season really kind of took a turn for the worse when Cody Bellinger hit the injury list
yes,
because
yes,
he
that
was looking like kind of MVP, not MVP version of Bellinger, but like a good, almost all-star caliber player. And
yes.
ever since he's been down, it's like Mike Talkman, really? Mike Talkman is their center fielder now, and it's like they just don't
Been
have
actually
that
playing
same,
decently so far though. It's actually been kind of impressive, but
yeah,
like I don't know, man. It's just not the same as Cody.
it's not the same
But
vibes, I feel like.
yeah. Anyway, though,
All right.
I
For
got the Bo I got a Boba hit on Sunday against the Minnesota Twins. I don't know why the Blue Jays always choose to rake against the Twins, and Boba a twin killer, by the way, too. Literally. I think the man's hitting over 350 against the Twins when they play head to head. And personally, I love Bo, and I just think that Toronto's offense is too much for the Twins pitching to handle.
All right, for Sunday, I'm going with the Cincinnati Reds, who have
About time
quickly
you actually said
become
that.
must-watch baseball. The Reds are going to be in St. Louis. It's going to be,
Hunter Green
like,
gets Wainwright.
yeah, it's going to be the young ace for the Reds, Hunter Green, against Father Time, Adam Wainwright. Wainwright
Yeah,
is he's not really.
his whiff is taking a hit for the worst. I think it's a good thing he called quits after this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting hit around hard. He's not really missing any bats whatsoever. He just doesn't look good this year. Hunter Green, probably the only bright spot so far this year in the rotation for the Cincinnati Reds, his electric fastball. The Cardinals right now, I mean, they called back up Jordan Walker. So and I just saw he hit a big 110 mile an hour homer today on Tuesday, but that pitching matchup is really good. And also, who did the Reds just call up today? Elly De La Cruz. And actually, I picked Elly De La Cruz. We made our picks for this podcast last night on Monday. So before the Reds announced that Elly De La Cruz is getting called up to the majors, and I had already picked De La Cruz to get a hit on Sunday. I was like, you know what? This is the week. He's getting called up on the weekend. Let me pick Sunday.
Good
Sure enough,
call.
he gets called up. I love that matchup. De La Cruz against Wainwright. In tonight's game, Tuesday, in his debut, he looked phenomenal. He drew 2 walks, laying off the breaking balls down and in that the Dodgers were trying to get him to chase at. And then he got into an 0-2 count. Tony Gonsolin threw a fastball up and out of the zone, like probably almost near his chin, and he crushes it 112 miles an hour for a double. Dude is an electric factory. I don't think I've been as excited to watch a major league debut for a position player on another team other than the White Sox in a very long time.
This guy's a bandwagon, by the way. But anyway, um,
Hey,
anyway,
I've liked the Reds. You know, they're National League Central teams. I like National
hey,
League Central teams.
whatever. You can say what you want, but all I'm gonna say is that Friday at the G spot, I'm gonna be giving you so much shit if the Sox pull it off, and yeah, man, that should be a fun game. So
Oh yeah.
Friday at the G spot, baby. But yeah, man, what a great week of baseball we got this week. Everybody, thank you guys for joining us this week, and don't forget like and subscribe on all our social media platforms.
And then next week we got our special guest
Special
coming
guest,
on.
special guest. The special guest we will the special guest we will be making the official we will be we will be making the official announcement on Friday who the special guest will be. So stay
Yes.
tuned for that.
All right, everybody. Peace out.
Peace out. Go Sox.